Now, let me just get a quick reference. I look so cute. I look so beautiful. Cut this shirt myself.
I need you to remember that you have the same face that you have on your best days, on your worst days. It's the same face. You have the same face. If you look cute one day, you always look cute because you are cute. Thank you. Welcome to my TikTok. It's just a mentality. You feel ugly, but you are not ugly. Another thing that fucked me up is me taking selfies a whole day live, and then a whole I ain't got no pants on. Then I'm a whole there's a whole lot more to me than this little selfie, than these little three angles. There's a whole on my previous post.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell you something about the world. We cannot place blame on either of the genders, either of the races, or anything. You can't say men do this, women do this, We are built different. Yes, that is a fact indeed, though we all make the same mistakes. Now listen here. I have a hard time telling people where they go wrong because there's just so much in my mind that are not actual thoughts or words. It's just like a whole lot. That's just the best way I can explain it is I have a hard time explaining out loud to other people for them to understand what's going on in my brain. What am I thinking or my response or etc. because there's no words, there's no thoughts. It's just kind of like quick pieces that I just like. So, listen here. Don't be stupid. I'm starting to understand more the people around me. I'm listening, I'm observing, I'm analyzing. And I feel like when you understand something, you now have a great sense of responsibility. For example, let me give you my friend Lewis as an example. He is very smart in music theory and all of that comes with the nature of sonics and everything. I'm not in this world as deep as he is, so I don't even know the terms, but he's very knowledgeable and can do a lot. And people rely on him or count on him to work out what they can't because he's knowledgeable, he can do it. He can do it, he understands it. Unlike them, they can't understand it, they can't do it. But he can. So again, I say, with understanding comes great responsibility. I feel because I understand so many things and I understand so many people. I have now the responsibility of acting in a manner of understanding. And sometimes it's it's that it's the side is that um because I wanted to since a very young age I used to watch the show. I I in this moment can't remember the name of it. The man was kind of like a criminologist. He studied the human behavior and he studied body language, and he got into the minds of the criminal and the person, and he can figure out exactly like why they did it or something. I was always very interested. I was always interested in the why. I was always interested in the why somebody did something. And when you find out why, you can't really be mad. You just gotta understand. Can't really be mad. So my initial curiosity was with the world. I came into the world very fascinated, and I feel like I'm supposed to capture all of this knowledge on humans because I am absolutely and utterly fascinated by humans. I love seeing what humans are capable of. As I grow more within myself and break free out of programming and conditioning of the world today, I I have let go of things like jealousy. I I'm not jealous. Once you figure out that if we are all, what's that Erica Badu song? If we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. So once you figure out that, if we are made in the image of God, if we are alive by the will of somebody's, something's imagination, we are the same thing that is projecting this. Today I watched a movie. I've been tuning into more things that I enjoyed as a kid. So I watched Bug's Life, A Bug's Life, and the little girl was sad about being young and not being able to fly. And the other aunt, Flick, I think that's his name, told her to look at the seed and look at the tree. And I think he says something along the lines of everything that takes to like build that tree or like be that tree, like that essence is in that seed. And it's gonna take some sun and some rain and some other things he said. But right now, you're a seed. I butchered that. I butchered the fuck out of that. Let's go back. 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 Cause I butchered the fuck out of that. And I'm not gonna cut that out because I'm not gonna edit this. So if, like I said, we remain image of the creator of this world, because we didn't just pop out of thin air. We don't just like fucking. It's so, what's the word, unfathomable of where this all came from. I that's another thing. That's just another thing, another thing, another thing. Though, so that makes me the same. That makes the seed the same as the tree. That makes me God. That makes me creator. That makes me this infinite source of creation and possibilities, because life is truly infinite. Life has been going on for as long as we can fucking remember. Like, I want to know the exact number of every single thing alive, period. Like, alive, ever alive. Before my time and during my time. And I'm gonna call it at that. I'm gonna call it that line because the future is like, it's just gonna be like an infinite. Look, there you go. Again, infinite. So that infinity, possibilities of lives, of things, people, things you can do, say, be, everything. Just right now, there's about 8 billion people in the world, all living different lives. All living different lives. Just like, just crazy, just possibilities. And this, I'm just tying into the fact that shit is infinite. And I'm infinite because I'm a reflection of all that is. So once you have that realization, once you have that realization, um, you see like, okay, I'm not the only person living right now in this experience, in this world, in this life. I'm not the only person. Let me look at my peers. Let me look at this person on the train in the same light. You gotta look at them in the same light because y'all came from the same place. And that person, we all are made up of the same essence. We're all the same thing. Like, is we're literally all truly one. Yo, it took me a very long time to figure out what people meant by saying we're all one. Like, I tripped and I figured out that we're all one. That sentence is so loaded, but I'm glad I could be here to break it down. because that sentence is so loaded. and and people just be saying that one line. They don't say nothing else like put a brother on, shit of knowledge, yo. Shit of knowledge. Isn't there an Erica Badu song like that? I don't know. I think I heard something about like you just gotta share, like you gotta pass on the knowledge. I think that also has to do with cells. See, I'm not a brainiac in everything. I don't know everything. I know like bits and pieces of everything. But um 15 minutes. Um cells, they pass on the information from one cell to another, so they can also be put on and function essentially like ants, like moms to babies to children, like mentor to student, or yeah, like sensei. It's just passing on the knowledge, so we live on forever. Okay. I am at a loss for words now. This is where I'm gonna call it a peace. Peace out. I'm here trying to do it by looking at the camera. I'm gonna call it a peace out because what I just said, I feel like it just turned my brain on real quick. So I'm gonna peace out with what I just pieced out and peace out.